All right, everyone, how about 3 quick cards and a bottom card with me? Well, how about it? I don't know. It's another one of those. I just like doing these. I love just seeing what the energy wants to tell you, what it's got to say. It's always talking to you. You don't need me. But most people don't listen. That's all. Or you don't know how to read it or interpret it, or you're not sure. You're like, oh, I know what it's saying, Steve, but I don't know. Right? Okay, well, I'll help you out. This may or may not be for you. Right? It's a general reading. It may or may not be for you. If you're here for a reason. This reading is timeless. And I'm excited because I finally got something good to say. I mean, a lot of times, this is not Rainbow Unicorn Tarot, right? Half the time I use the humor to break up the energy or to, sort of deflect from the fact that I'm delivering news that, I mean, it's Steve's Left Tarot. I always knew this channel would be like this. I was never going to be the nice little old lady with trolls on her table who pulls the readings and does little giveaways and all that stuff. I was never going to be her, right? I mean, even if I had a sex change, I still wouldn't be her. I'd be the angry old lady with real trolls, okay? Anyway, I wouldn't give away stuff. I'd be like, give me, right? No, anyway. Surface energy, what the universe wants to tell you. Wheel of Fortune, crossed by the Death card. I'm just going to say this. Normally I'd say this can go either way. This could be good. This could be bad. This is good. Your life's about to change permanently in a big way. Okay? Well, I say big way. It might be a little way, but it changes some aspect of your life permanently. Something permanently changes. All right? I mean, I just joked about a sex change. I said I could get a sex change and be that troll lady. Maybe that's what you're doing. Maybe it's finally complete. I don't. Good for you. I don't know. But I mean, I don't know who's watching. Okay. All right. You went from Jim to Jimisha. I mean, good for you. I'm happy for you. But your life's about to change. It's very pentacly. Okay. You're about to walk a new path with someone. I see you not alone here. This is just like multiple energies attached to this. And it moves very quickly. It might happen too fast for you because things have been stagnant. Even when things do happen, Steve, they go fairly slow sometimes or whatever, or lately, or I don't know. This can also be contradictory in the sense of we're in a Mercury retrograde, a particularly bad one right now with technical glitches and all kinds of things. It's going to be one of those Mercury retrogrades. If you don't have to drive your car, don't do it. Okay? I mean, I couldn't even get the damn camera to work. I had to reboot. I never have to reboot. All right, I reboot like once. Anyway, my point is, maybe you expect things to go slow and they go fast. Be careful about expectations. Be careful about any of that. Otherwise, shit like this that moves quick will surprise you. Some sort of permanent change. It's all very positive. Okay? This is talking about the way things were or your expectations. All right? It's wild. Look at that. A Knight of Cups. And a Two of Cups. You might meet a soulmate. This is Steve's Love Tarot. It probably has to do with love, but it feels very practical. It's a good love, somebody you could sink your teeth into. Maybe you make a new friend and they got a business idea. It could be a business idea. It could be a relationship. Maybe that boyfriend or girlfriend wants to take it to another level, asks you to marry them. I do not know, okay? But this way in the back here, there's some melancholy. I get it. That tells me how big the changes are. That's separate from the pre-shuffle, right? But technically this book ends this, which is tied with the Death card and these big changes. These two right here, these 3 cards. Whenever something big happens, when we make big changes, there's always some melancholy. I mean, I always give the example, if you've lived in the same house for fucking 30, 40, 50 years and then you're moving, there's some melancholy, right? I mean, there's always that. You might be excited about where you're going, but, some of that. It's okay, just don't let that consume you. I'm concerned it will. All right? Take power over it. But also this Strength card is saying how powerful this is. Don't let the past hold you back. Be careful in this energy with these changes here that you don't let sentimentality hold you back. Okay? If you're a sentimental person, I have deep empathy. I am sentimental on crack. I get it. I empathize with you. This is very, so if that's the case, if you are like that, if you're a sentimental person like me, you're sentimental old fool, young fool, middle-aged fool, whatever, I get it. That's why you need to listen to what I'm saying. This is very powerful. It'll be very powerful. You'll make excuses not to make these changes, and these all look very good to me. All right? What you want to do, make your own decisions. But if you're letting sentimentality hold you back, I think you're making a mistake. What you think is what matters. All right? Okay. All right. Or what you feel. Right? I should say, I feel you're making a mistake. But make your own decisions. Let's shuffle. Let's do it. Let's pull on you. Let's go. Come on now. All right. I am here with Flem the Parrot. Still haven't set up the Flem cam. I want to do that. I want to set up a Flem cam so I can like flick a switch and he can react to the readings. Like right now, he got a look on his face like, you said there was food in here. I did not say there was food in here. You wanted to come in. He did. He walked all the way across the living room to get here. You can hear him going across the wood floor with his giant nails. You know, fucking unreal. You came in here on your own. I didn't bring you. All right, here we go. I already said it's a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you. I said that already, I think. It's timeless. I don't know when this is happening. I'm not a time lord. There's no time in the energy that I'm pulling on. Your clocks and calendars are things you hang on the wall. They got nothing to do with this shit. Okay? So, whatever. My advice about not letting sentimentality hold you back is damn good advice no matter when this happens for you. The bottom of the deck, this is going to be a good reading. I can tell right now. Okay. The bottom of the deck is, oh, I know. Hear him? Yeah. He knows. He a Pisces, you know. Very, very intuitive. Very creative and intuitive. All right. Are you done? Okay. Oh, you think you could do the reading better? Oh, he's stretching his wings like he wants to come over here and do the reading. Okay. All right. No, I ain't putting you on camera. No, it goes to his head. I got to deal with him. I know you guys like to see him, but I got to deal with him for a fucking week. You put him on camera. He knows exactly what's happening. Three of Swords. And Judgment. Do you get... This is the environmental energy. Just give me a minute. I'll pull the three cards in a second. I'm going to keep going here. The Queen of Pentacles. You get on top of something. No, I don't mean someone. I mean something. You get on top of something here. You headed off at the pass on this queen right here, this Queen of Pentacles, while not normally known as the intuitive queen and stuff like that, that's more the intuition of the Queen of Cups. This queen knows when things are coming. If you're sitting in the woods in a chair on a high perch, you can kind of see what's going on. That's why birds do it. All right? Okay. Heading something off at the pass here. Something's returning that usually bugs you, that usually hurts you, or that leaves you Kurt Cobain in pain. And this time, I think you win. Okay. This, all that shit will be crossing the center card I pull. Okay? You ready? Everybody ready? Everybody with feathers ready. Okay. All right. He nodded yes. All right. You'd have seen that if you had the flame cam. Yeah, you know. Anyway. It's a hint. I say it on video because it's a hint to my niece and nephew that there should be a flame. I don't know how to set any of that shit up, so you know I'll never do it. Anyway, King of Swords, Four of Pentacles, Seven of Swords. See, see. That's it. That's your reading. I hope it was helpful. Good luck. Right? That's it. See, that's what he said. Mom, the guy just said see, and then he left. Yep, I know. Normally you hide from this, but you're not this time. This time you're sitting with it and staring the bullshit down. I don't know if this is an ex returning. I don't know what this is, but normally you hide from this. Or if it's, how could I phrase this? One way I could phrase this is somebody normally has a lot of power over you, and they boss you around, they dominate you. Like if you're in a relationship, you're the submissive one, and they tell you where we're going and what we're doing, and this is how it's going to be. And normally you just hold back, and you don't, no matter how much pain is there, you don't say anything. You try to just sulk and sneak away, kind of a thing. Not this time. This time you're staring it down, you're looking at yourself, you're figuring out why you do that, and you're not doing that. You are not doing that. You're putting a sword through that, right? This is the king of truth, and this is bullshit, and this is much smaller energy than this. Let's see what this is. Okay, let's see what this is. Let's grab the witches. Let's cut the witches first. Everybody block your nose. I'm cutting the witches. I'll tell you. All right, let's see. Yeah. Ace of Cups. So you got a whole... something that's changing permanently for you, but I think I don't want to say it's the old you is going away and the new you is coming in. No, I feel like your physical environment is changing too, on some level. It's almost like you don't get a chance to redecorate the way you want, and now you do, sort of a thing. I don't know how else to put it. Four Pentacles. Why is it here? Let's find out. Let's find out. This is good. It's all very good. I like that. Although I'm surprised it's not a devil. It's mild devil energy. I think it's a devil in disguise a little bit. I think it is a little bit. Okay? Yeah. It's like the card itself reflects deception, but there's deception within the deception. In other words, somebody making a lie seems smaller than it is. Right? It's still a lie. It doesn't matter. Right? Kind of a thing. Okay. Anyway. Four of Pentacles. What are you afraid? What are you normally afraid of? Things you're normally afraid of. This king's not afraid of anything. Right? Not afraid of anything. All right. Okay. What do we get here? Well, it's crossed by strength. That's what I said. This has the perfect card. It's the environmental energy. You are getting a handle on this. You're normally afraid. Not now. You got a 500-pound cat with you. What's on top? The High Priestess. And what's here? Why is that here? The Five of Swords. There's something you've kept your mouth shut on too long. And you know it's hurt you. That's hurt. You've kept your mouth shut too long, and you know it's hurt you. What's the bridge? On the Page of Cups. You want new love. You want a new life. It's almost like somebody in this energy might say, which you should never say, but they might say, I hate my life. Sometimes if you get mad enough when you say that, that's where change happens. There's something you say to yourself here. It's not to another person. It's all self-contained. There's something you say to yourself here that changes everything. All of a sudden, you're this lady with the 500-pound cat instead of this one here recoiling back, holding on to her purse all scared and stuff like that. You're walking through dark alleys just fine, walking tall, right? You want this. It implies you don't have this, and you've kept your mouth shut long enough. You want to change the way you're living your life. It's the same kind of energy that sometimes people just say, screw it, I'm going to change my life. And they pack up and they move off to some desert island somewhere. In an extreme, it's that kind of energy. You don't have any fear here. It's almost like you feel like you've got nothing to lose. Some sort of power comes over you, right? And look at this. You get power over the lies, the Seven of Swords, that usually keep you stuck. The symmetry in this reading. It's very symmetrical. We had the Strength card already in the pre-shuffle. So what's going on here? Should we just... I'm going to come back to this. Let's pull on the Seven of Swords because it's here too. I'm going to take that out. I'm going to put it right there. Let's go. I've got the Seven of Swords at the bottom and I'm pulling on 7 swords. Let's hit it. This could be very small. This could be very big. It's very positive, though. I said that in the beginning, and I am. I stand by it. It is. It's very positive. When we stop getting 5 swords, when we stop limiting ourselves because we keep our mouths shut, people do that all the time. There's people that go through their whole lives just keeping their mouths shut, keep carpet sweeping everything, whatever, going along to get along, and they end their life in a lot of regret. You realize you had nothing to lose the whole time. We get to this end point anyway. Yeah, the soul lives on, but here you got to make the most of this 3D experience. If nothing else, if for no other reason, to help the next 3D experience. Even though you won't remember it, you still help that person. It's still helping the universe balance energy. You still get a lot of good karma for it, right? You can go through your whole life helping nobody but your next lifetime, and you'll get the same amount of karma, if you will, as if you were helping people all day, helping people in your immediate environment all day long. It's a binary universe. It doesn't much care. It's positive or negative, good, bad, 1, 0. That's it. The gray areas are put there by our brains, plain and simple. The universe isn't about our brains. 7 swords, why is it here? Good for you. You're rising up. Okay. Cool. In some capacity. I don't know. Don't assume it's something huge. Oh, this can't be for me. I got nothing going on. Maybe you rise up at the grocery store. You're sick and tired of select meat. You want fucking choice. They don't sell it. You know, I mean, here you go. Raw. I mean, that lion, he needs choice, right? Or prime. You think he's not going to eat select? What the hell was that? Right? That's one notch above pet food grade. I mean, come on. Which is one notch above that shit they put in the beefaroni. I mean, in the can. I mean, you know, I don't know. All right, here we go. 7 swords. What do we get? I'm just reading energy, but it is very positive. I'm still shuffling, but I like to make sure I'm right. All right. I like to give the universe examples too. I said we done with this, didn't I? Didn't I say that? We got strength over it? We do. 10 swords is the environmental energy around that. This is Twisted Sisters. We're not going to take it. You're not going to take it anymore. Go download the song. Play that drum riff. Even if you don't like the song. I'm into rap, Steve. I'm not into that rock shit. Fine. Then you like beats, right? Well, it opens with a drum lick. I mean, I'm surprised it hasn't been sampled by 10 million fucking rap artists and hip-hoppers or whatever that shit is. I mean, I don't know. At the end of the day, I mean, they sampled Jamie's Crying from Van Halen. It started the whole fucking thing, the big lawsuits and all that kind of stuff. But I'm saying, it is what it is. That could be your theme beat for this whole fucking thing. I don't know. 10 of Swords. What's on top? Queen of Wands. 2 of Pentacles. And an 8 of Pentacles. Very interesting. You're seeing somebody for... do I want to say you're seeing somebody for who they are? Nah. I think you see yourself for who you are. You see yourself as more attractive, and that attracts other people to you. Okay? In effect, it's the secret sauce that's been missing. I think somebody maybe... this was put here. I think somebody maybe told you weren't attractive, or somebody made you feel bad about yourself in some capacity. But I don't mean the obvious, like, well, duh, they're watching tarot readings, Steve, so there's probably somebody made... No, I mean way back. I mean, like, I go a little deeper than that. Nobody has... Look, if you're a grown-up, and you're in a relationship with somebody, and that person's a narcissist, and they make you feel bad, they run from you, they leave you, they put you down, and, you know, make you feel bad about yourself, and your self-worth is low. Nobody got the power to do that if it wasn't already put there earlier, if there wasn't a seed already planted earlier. Usually, because, you know, usually it's something from childhood. You know, the kids at school picked on you, something your parents did without realizing. A lot of times, people come from these families that pick on them. They pick on things about you, you know, your uncles, and that's just how they show the love. They all pick on each other. Yeah, but when you do that to children, it's bad. It actually plants seeds of doubt within them. It sticks. I know they're kidding and they do it out of love, but it's bad psychology, especially for kids where their brains are just developing. It's a very bad thing. So a lot of times that's where it comes from, you know, and it's interesting because the reverse psychology on that, why those parents and all that, and uncles and aunts and everything all pick on you for stuff and pick on each other, a family that picks on each other, there's a lot of self-loathing in there. There's a lot of, they see, most of the time they see potential in the children that they missed out on. Ironically, because the children exist, kind of a thing, and they take it out on them without even realizing it. It's subconscious, right? Usually you got to go through thousands of dollars in therapy to get to that. I'll just skip to the chase and say, that's the end result. Spoiler alert, that's what it is. Whether people realize it or not. There's also over-nurturing, which can cause a problem. So you want to find a happy medium somewhere. You don't want to tear somebody down in childhood, but you also don't want to over-nurture them. Everybody gets a trophy just for showing up. Winner every time. No. That leads to the spoiled brat syndrome. That leads to somebody that can't take criticism at all. And then when they get it, their self-worth goes down or they lash out. That's bad too. So whatever this is, somebody planted something inside you and you're just overcoming it. That's all. It's some kind of early core programming that you're overcoming. You're having a chance, probably within Jupiter's retrograde bubble, to sit with it and think about it and see and realize. You're realizing something about yourself, I think. And in the process, it's making you more attractive to outside people, which in another layer of energy is why this Page of Cups is here. So you get yourself some new love here out of this. And that might be, in turn, how your life is changing, how the wheel is turning even more for you. We open with a wheel of fortune and death. There's always a process with that. Life doesn't just change like that. You might say, well, what if I win the lottery, Steve? Life changes like that. Yeah, but there was a lead up to it. You had to go and buy the ticket. You had to first think, oh, there's a chance I might win. I'm willing to spend some money here, right? So you had to spend money to make money. Even though it's very small, again, it's a binary universe. Zeros and ones, yes, no, good, bad. The gray areas are put there by our brain. It doesn't matter if you spend hundreds of thousands of dollars to take a chance on yourself to start a business, okay? You had to do that in order to get to the point where your business was successful, or you think you might win the lottery, so you spend $1 on that. To the universe, it's the same thing. It doesn't matter, okay? So at the end, you have to understand that. So there's a cause and effect. So the cause and effect here, the cause and effect in the lottery analogy is, your life changed like that when you won the lottery, but there was a lead up to that. You had to go buy the ticket. The lead up here is you figuring something out. And then that results in your energy becoming more attractive and you attracting a new love, which further turns the wheel that was in the pre-shuffle. There's always layers in energy, right? Energy reading of any kind. Whether you fancy yourself intuitive, whatever it is, I read people, I do this and that. Yeah, you know how many people a day tell me that? Right? And a good number of them don't understand the layers you have to go through to do that, right? You have to. It's like Sherlock Holmes. It's all deductive reasoning. I encourage everybody strongly, especially if you fancy yourself intuitive, study history and read Sherlock Holmes as well. It's very, very, very important. It'll help you. Anyway, I also encourage people who want to be musicians to read Sherlock Holmes. There's a lot of deduction involved with playing music as well. Anyway, let's go. It applies on chord substitutions and things like that. Figuring out what mode of a scale will work with a certain chord pattern, all that kind of stuff. A lot of deductive reasoning involved. Anyway, Page of Cups. Let's talk about this new love. So here we go. We realize whatever this truth is, I feel like it goes way back. I feel like it's core programmed on some level. I gave an example of what can happen in childhood. I didn't have any bad childhood. I do come from a family that picks on us a lot. We all pick on each other. Very bad. It actually is. Because children's brains, when they're developing, they pick up on everything. And even, you just remember a little bit of it. It's all subconscious. It becomes that way. And it affects your life going forward. It limits you. It puts a limiter on. Again, whatever. It's some ancient old energy in you. Some lie that you believed about yourself. Now you don't believe it. Now you're more attractive. Now you're attracting new love. And let's pull on that new love. And I'll tell you what, it does come in fast. There's that Knight of Wands from the pre-shuffle from another deck. There it is. It's right there. Things change quickly once you believe in your attractiveness. And there's something about the energy of right now, probably within the Jupiter retrograde bubble, that makes you believe in it wholeheartedly. It's unbelievable. What's on top? The Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, see, again. Very nice. Another card from the pre-shuffle from another deck. Why is that here? The Ten of Wands. It's a weight being lifted off your shoulder. You feel better about yourself. There's something. Now, where does this come from, I wonder? The Seven of Wands. I believe I ask the question, I get an answer. The cards are mediums for me. I think somebody says something to you and you hear it for the first time. It's probably, what I mean is, it's probably something you've heard before about, and it's caused you to believe a certain negative thing about yourself, or believe a negative thing about a situation in your life. Somebody says something to you, and for once you question it. Okay? Always. It happens all the time. Sometimes we blindly trust people. We have blind faith. Somebody you feel has credibility says something to you in your life, a parent or whatever, a family member, whatever, a friend, whatever it is, a person you're in a relationship with, and you just don't question it. This time you question it. And in the act of doing that, that's how you overcome this. That's how this feeling sets in. That's how you see the King of Truth here. You sit with what was said to you, and that's how you see the Seven of Swords. A lot of times this King of Swords is in motion. He's not the sitting king. The sitting king seems to be a theme that keeps coming up a lot lately. Let me tell you, it does. Oh, just so you know, what's coming in hot and fast? Lovers. So again, I got that right too. Okay? So whatever this is, it's good. Allow it to flow. I think I said this. I think I put a note, on-screen note or something like that. I remember typing it in the extended for the Jupiter retrograde reading. And I think it said something to the effect of, because that extended reading started with a devil and ended with a devil. So everything that was in between was was about what's in the bubble, right? The bubble opens with a devil, it ends with a devil. And I said, I'm surprised this isn't a devil, but it's a devil in disguise in a big way. Anyway, I think I said something to the effect of, within this is a chance to really be this sitting king and really observe yourself. Really just take a look around at the energies around you. For once, don't just accept what someone says to you. When they say it, fact check it within yourself. Is that true? Am I unattractive? Am I beneath somebody else? Am I? Really? I think you'll see that you're not. And I think the moment you do that, things change for you a lot faster than you think. Choices and opportunities open up. It's like a portal opens up and it's just for you. I think it's important that you do this in part, be this sitting king, while look at that, it's a soulmate. Six of Cups, the universe wanted to be. Six of Cups and the lovers together is almost always a soulmate. Wow, come in fast. I think it's important that you do this sitting king energy, right? While, it's a very good soulmate too, Six of Swords, while the 1111 portal energy is still around. I would say, at least get started on it. Sit down and listen. Take a look around you. Take a look at the people around you. Take a look at what you believe. Take a look at what past energies have made you believe about yourself. Right? Anyway, let's see. The point is, there's something from the past. If your core programming, which is what you learned from childhood up, and we could say from past lives in too, but we'll just look at it in this lifetime. If your core programming was right from the beginning, nobody would be able to take away your self-worth in any relationship. Nobody would be able to get through that. That strength energy, wherever the fuck it is, it's vanished now. I don't know. It's somewhere around here. That strength energy, it's long. Where the fuck is it? There it is. That strength energy would have already been there, right? It wouldn't have had access to knock it down. It's just like a math equation, right? The energy around us is math and emotion. A math equation that's wrong right from the get-go is wrong all the way through it, right? It would be a good, solid equation if it started out with the right thing, right? If your string of math begins with 2 plus 2, and the answer that's written down on the whiteboard is 6, then everything that comes after that is wrong in a cascade effect. So if your core programming is flawed from the beginning, in whatever way, that's going to affect the rest of your life. And it gets exponential as it goes on. Because we forget, and memories fade, and we remember things worse. Sometimes we remember things worse than they were, not always better. It depends. If it starts out a negative energy feeds itself. So it gets worse as we go through life. That's why we have to deal with shit. A lot of people don't deal with some of the shit from childhood until they're fucking in their 60s. It's really true. It fell on the floor. Queen of Cups upright. And the Sun. You realize something about this as you sit in the sitting king position? Well beyond the 11-11 portal energy. But I'm saying it's a good idea to get in this position. Right? But how do you get in this position? You pay attention. Most people don't. You just accept. A lot of times you just accept what someone says. You just accept it as whatever. I mean, I don't know. As you get in this position, right? I think you figure out that you're not, that other people are wrong. That it's all in relation to you, in relation to yourself. Okay? I'm not talking about world events or anything going on that someone tells you, little factoids that people give you and things like that. I'm talking about in relation to you. Okay? I think I think you realize you have the potential to be even happier. I think you realize that cup deserves to be full. And there's the Sun. That came out a lot in the Jupiter reading, I do believe. At least it may have been part of the final outcome, maybe, or something along those lines. I don't know. Anyway, that's your reading. And again, you figure something. I just wanted to check and make sure I was right. I'm fact checking, right? Which is what the sitting king does, right? I am right. I pull the bridging energy. I get the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is a message of change. Once you figure this out and act on it, things change fast. This is fast. It is what it is. All right? The sitting king is a self-contained energy. So you're sitting in a bubble, and things are happening around you. Within that bubble, you're safe to question those things and take a look at those things. What people are saying about you, what people think of you, who this person is, how that person is, and how it relates to how you feel about yourself. All of that. You're safe to do it within that bubble. And as you figure out things, you begin to change. You emerge from that bubble, probably at the end of Jupiter retrograde in 4 months, around March 10th, 11th, something like that. You emerge from that bubble a changed person, and things change very quickly. But I think, look at that. Underneath that, by the way, he brings a message of change. I didn't even look, I didn't know, is the Death card. Again, another card from the pre-shuffle. So, it is what it is. Take this reading as it resonates. But oftentimes, if we don't dig deep enough, this is a chance during Jupiter retrograde's bubble for you to sit with this energy and dig deep. Take a look, It's about Jupiter retrograde is always about making plans. But in this particular Jupiter retrograde's case, it's about you making plans about who you're going to be going forward. It's about you in capital letters. And I think I put that on screen text in the extended. Pretty sure I did. Anyway, that's about that. So it is what it is. It's a very important retrograde, but a lot of times these things, if somebody affected, it's these things we don't look at, we don't sit with. If things affect you, if a runner destroyed your self-worth and things along those lines, it's tied to something that goes way back. They wouldn't have had the power to do that if there wasn't something flawed in the core programming to begin with. This gives you a chance to see very crystal clear what that is and correct the programming. In my math equation example, we get to go back and fix that first 2 plus 2 and make it a 4 like it's fucking supposed to be, so that everything comes right after it, right? It's a golden opportunity. Most people won't take it. They'll waste this Jupiter retrograde. I'm sure of it. But, I mean, you're here watching these readings. You probably won't. The majority of my audience will take advantage of them. You're consciously aware that it's an important bubble. I wrote about it in my monthly write-up. I'm talking about it. It's showing up in readings, okay? So good. But I'm telling you, the people around you, it's not like everybody around you is going through these same things and all of that, and you're all going to clash. It's not the case. Unless everybody around you in your life is watching my readings or reading, about this energy or whatever. I mean, which I highly doubt. Okay, so there. That's your reading. I hope it was helpful. All right. Tomorrow I'm going to pull on Mercury retrograde, double Mercury retrograde, both Sagittarius, Scorpio energies. I'm going to take the whole thing together, okay? And we're going to take a look at it. It's an extremely powerful Mercury retrograde. It's probably causing a good number of you some problems with glitches and things along those lines. It's a glitchy motherfucker. All right, it is. It's a tricky one. But it does serve a purpose within this energy as well. So anyway, but we'll talk about that tomorrow when I pull on it. For now, that's your reading. Good luck.